From high atop Healthcare Hill in Central Maryland, this is BSN Headline News. Today's top story is Bon Secours Health System joins Hero Health Hire. Why join Hero Health Hire? To promote employment of America's wounded warriors and veterans. On Wednesday, July 11, 2012, Bon Secours Health System announced that we joined Hero Health Hire, a coalition of healthcare companies that have joined forces to employ wounded warriors and veterans. The program was launched in Washington, D.C. at a 2011 industry summit that included the U.S. Secretary of Labor, members of Congress, and representatives of a number of government agencies and military. Hero Health Hire includes companies, associations, and hospitals from across the spectrum of healthcare that collectively employ hundreds of thousands of employees. Our goal is to work together to help veterans find and retain jobs in healthcare. According to CEO Rich Statuto, Bon Secours Health System is pleased to be part of Hero Health Hire. We are always looking for qualified, talented candidates to join our growing healthcare ministry, and we are prepared to support veterans as they transition into our workplaces. Each month, tens of thousands of wounded warriors, brave men and women in our military, who have been injured or become ill during service, transition out of the military only to struggle in the civilian workforce. The healthcare industry includes insurers, health plans, pharmacies, specialty benefit management companies, healthcare transportation companies, and hospital systems. And the industry is considered the fastest growing industry in our economy, requiring talented individuals to help meet multi-generational healthcare needs. Since its inception, Hero Health Hire has recruited industry partners representing more than 750,000 employees with work sites in every U.S. state. You can read the complete press release on the BSN intranet website IRIS. Just look for BSN News on the IRIS welcome page. In other news, as we approach the end of fiscal year 2012 and the beginning of our fiscal year 2013, we here at BSN Headline News like to take a look at some of our stated goals in the BSN Strategic Quality Plan. And since fiscal year 2013 also ushers in a new SQP, we thought this might be a good time to start talking about the Strategic Quality Plan. And to help us out, we enlisted the services of Bonsecours CEO Rich Statuto. We recently had an opportunity to hear Rich speak to a group about the 2013 to 2015 SQP. Here's just a portion of that talk.
We've strived for a long time to get away from strategic plans that are, 100 pages long with a lot of detail. What we've worked towards is to put our strategic plan on one page, to be able to communicate easily in whatever groups that we're in, whatever organizations, whatever the stakeholders, to be able to clearly explain what our SQP is all about. So on the left side of this first page, again, the foundation of the organization is our mission and our values. What does it mean to be a Catholic health system? What does it mean to be a mission of Bon Secours? And it talks about bringing compassion to healthcare, to be good help to those in need, especially those who are poor and dying. So we want to see evidence of that in our strategic quality plan, that we're committed to bring people and communities to health and wholeness, and that we're a continuation of the ministry of Jesus Christ and the Catholic Church. Our vision is inspired by our sponsors and by Jesus, and we want to be able to create a more humane world and to really understand the signs of the times so that we can provide value to the purchase of care and all those that are in need in our communities.
For the next several broadcasts, we will bring you other portions of Rich's talk about the 2013 to 2015 SQP so that you might be better acquainted with Bonsecours' goals for the next 3 years. Finally, one of Bonsecours' previous SQP goals was to bring communities to health and wholeness. Our 2013 to 2015 SQP has a continuation of that goal that simply reads, "Bring our communities to wholeness." We recently had a chance to visit with our friends and colleagues at Bon Secours St. Francis Health System in Greenville, South Carolina, to learn more about their ongoing work in the Sterling community. Bon Secours St. Francis Health System Director of Community Relationship Building Maxim Williams was kind enough to give us a tour of the Sterling community in Greenville, South Carolina. Here's a small portion of that tour.
Yes, this is our downtown campus, Bon Secours St. Francis downtown, just outside downtown Greenville, and just on the periphery of the Sterling neighborhood. This is the plush mill to our left, as you can see, right directly across from our downtown campus. It's an old textile mill. It probably was built in the 20s, and the land trust will make a right at the light. The land trust has a contract on the property to revitalize the property in ways that create a meaningful, sustainable cash flow for the neighborhood to reinvest in its revitalization. We'll continue straight, but on this corner is the historical marker for the high school. On my right here is a nonprofit that does GED classes, a lot of homeless outreach. But the challenge, including where the historical marker is located, is that the property values are going through the roof.
This is all, we're in the heart of Sterling.
We're in Sterling, yes.
We're in Sterling.
This is
and there's a huge contrast between this and where we were earlier.
Yes. This used to be a hospital property. Greenville Memorial had a hospital here in this rectangle square. You'll notice these are also fairly new. And these are nonprofit housing, rental housing, anywhere from $300 to $600 a month. Very high quality on the outside. However, the challenge has always been case management and getting the folks the help that they need to continue to either pay their rent or to create different habits that might be healthier. So the challenge now also is that we're still very much a renter's community. And how do we create ownership, which is, again, gets us to the land trust concept, where maybe on this side where it's mostly vacant, leading up to where the whole high school was, this is an opportunity to be a little bit more creative than just a residential strategy, but looking at a economic development, commercial development, micro-enterprise strategy here, as well as some home ownership that is affordable for people that want to have some more pride where they live and can actually mow their own lawn, paint the house, do something with the land, and get involved with the community.
One of the things that everybody was talking about in terms of their hopes is to bring businesses in, like small businesses, like a cleaners or a grocery store or something along those lines. Is there anything that's sort of in the works to make that happen?
Yes.
I mean, I know things don't happen overnight.
Right. Well, what we just drove by, where the soda shop was, in and around there, we call it the Huddle Block, named after the old soda shop. Huddle. And the goal would be eventually to fill the Huddle Block with mixed-use development that speaks to the hopes and dreams of the people that live here. And so the hopes and dreams include, yes, let's have the laundromat come back. Let's have the soda shop come back, sandwich shop, bakery, restaurants. Let's have the businesses come back, or the art studio, if so be it. The tailor. We've run into a couple of residents that make their own clothes still, but that's not what they do for a living because there's no market.
Right.
But now that the downtown is right behind us, and those townhomes and the hospital, there is now a market. There is a market for produce, which is why the farm right here is going to be an economic solution, not just a healthy food solution. So the residents that staff that farm will sell the produce to everybody.
You can find out more about the Sterling community and Bon Secours Healthy Communities online at www.bc.org. Look for the Healthy Communities link in the Quick Links section of the website. And we'll be talking more about all of Bon Secours Healthy Community initiatives in upcoming editions of BSN Headline News. Bon Secours St. Francis Health System and Healthy Communities initiatives, collaborating with local residents to bring our communities to wholeness. Well, that's it for this week. Stay tuned to this portal for future up-to-the-minute information on these and other stories on BSN Headline News. I'm Dave Schlachter. Thanks for joining us. BSN Headline News is a production of Bonsecours Productions and is solely responsible for its content.